But hi Laurent, you called this a transitional year a couple times. Gabriel said earlier this season that he doesn't see this team not making the playoffs. Well, you've done that. Does it feel like almost everything else is a bit extra and that you have nothing to lose, or how are you? What's your state of mind with the rest of the playoffs?
A little bit of both. For multiple aspects, we know we really are transitioning. Stuff that we want to do, personnel, players that try to still adapt, just arrived here, etc. Profile based on the stuff that we try to do, adjusting the pre-seasons because the way it is set up here, it's a challenge. So how do we do a better job for next season? How can we integrate the newcomers in there's so many stuff that we already on track to get better, and also keep doing the stuff that we thought put us in a good spot.
Hi, Coach. Congrats.
Hi.
I know you've been asked this a lot in recent weeks, but if you really try to think about it, what changed since from late August to now?
I don't know. I don't know because I did the same thing. I speak less, maybe. That helped, maybe. Caden Clark was huge. Joseph at that level was huge. Pierce and Bougage helping too. But it's everybody raising their level. The new guys adding some fresh blood. And of course, what Joseph did for us last few months is really, really class.
Coach, félicitations pour la victoire déjà. Vous aviez un choix quand même assez difficile à faire avant le match, au milieu de terrain, avec Saliba qui n'était pas là. Vous avez choisi Waterman. C'était quoi le processus? Comment vous êtes arrivé à cette décision-là et pourquoi?
Plusieurs. Game fitness, la gestion, on va dire, des matchs de haut niveau et à importance. Les critères que cette position, dans cette formation, dans mon style de jeu requiert comme en termes de volume et puis sa maîtrise technique.
Merci, Pat. Hi, Sam. You mentioned the forwards today, and especially given the low block that you guys had set up for the majority of the second half, how do you keep the forwards engaged and involved in the game where you said, you're conceding corners by the handful and you really have 8 or 9, 10 players behind the ball?
Yeah, I think it's massive for those guys to do the defensive work, to make sure we keep the ball in front of them as long as possible, but make sure they have the right attitude. Because yes, those guys probably want us to win the ball as high as possible and be close to the goal as possible instead of having 50, 60 yards to go up like Caden did on his goal. I don't know if it was Joseph's goal. I don't know what happened there. To press forward and then run 30, 40 yards. So I thought their attitude was top because, yes, these guys, they're just there to shield and they're pretty much looking at us the whole game, us defending, and they know they won't have the ball as much as they're used to. But when the ball gets to them, it's to make sure these guys are alert, they keep it for us to breathe, and we go forward. And I thought that was massive. So, credit to them. It's a tough game to play. We know we're going to concede a little bit more, a little bit less of possession, and knowing our guys up top, especially Joseph, he wants to get the ball. He wants the ball at his feet. He wants to create chances. But we had to make sure he understood that, look, it might be a game where you touch 10 balls today. And he scored 1 goal. And he did incredibly well on the first goal, just, dummying the ball. So, yeah, credit to them. Great attitude. I think all around, they had the right mindset. Everybody had the right mindset, and if we have that, I think we're a tough team to beat.
Oh yeah, it was a lot of running. That's what I remember it. Something I haven't done in a while. Obviously, playing 6. I haven't done that in 5 or 6 years when I kind of moved to a center back position. But now it's great. Anything to do for the team. I was willing to just run and go get the ball and block whatever threats they had. They have a lot of good players in the midfield, so we had to kind of shut them down. But whatever I can do to help the team succeed, I'll do it. And the back line was huge tonight. Front 3 obviously did their thing like always. So it was a huge team effort.
Sam was just talking about how you guys had some meetings after the 4-1 game against Cincinnati. He was joking about the go-kart episode and everything, but to you, how were you guys able to turn into like that team who lost 4-1 since he was going nowhere into that team tonight who won, I think, for the fifth game in 7 games and qualified? How did you guys do it?
Yeah, I mean, like you said, we had some very honest conversations about the momentum we were going in. We didn't like it, and we still thought we could salvage something within the season. And I thought our schedule favored us too. But we still had to win those games and make sure that we took care of business at home. And those are almost kind of trap games sometimes when you kind of go into it with maybe a lazy mentality. But we kept focused, consistency in the lineup, taking care of the little small details, and you can see everyone was just doing the little things really, really well. And I think once you put those things together, you get results, and then you end up in the position that we're in now. So maybe the go-kart thing helped too. But, hanging outside and getting that camaraderie and doing things as a team is never a bad thing. So, next year I think we're going to focus on doing more of that stuff earlier. And but you can see us now, we're closer than ever, and we want to go as far as we can.
Hi, Joel. You mentioned just now about salvaging what you can from the season. Now that you have, secured that playoff berth and the home playing game, is there the sentiment within the team that you're 5-1-1, let's see how far this can take us, and don't really have much to lose at this point?
Absolutely. I think we're hitting stride at the right time. You want to play well, the last 5, 6, 7 games before playoffs come around, and like I said, we have that momentum. Our forwards are scoring, our midfielders are running, our defenders were keeping clean sheets. Joe's doing a fantastic job back there too, and the coaching staff is all playing a part. Even the guys coming off the bench, I thought Sunu, Jules were amazing coming off the bench today, and giving us some huge minutes. So it's a collective effort, and we're going to keep riding this momentum into Tuesday, and then hopefully we get a shot at Miami.
Congrats.
Thank you.
Again, on the fact that you played 6 today, did you enjoy it, or are you eager to go back to the position?
Yeah, I loved it. Other than the running, like I mentioned before, I think, I forgot how much, running there was. Hats off to Sam, Natan, Victor, everyone that plays in that position. Bryce sometimes. It's a hard job, but, whatever the coach decides to do, I'll listen to him, and whatever game plan we have against Atlanta, I'll be all for it. So, but I liked playing there again, but, maybe I'm a center back now.
Congrats. You played Decision Day in 2021, 2023. How does it feel to play today, the Decision Day, and have that good feeling, the win, and to enter the playoff?
Yeah, amazing. I think we got over that hump, especially against New York City. We're a team where obviously our record isn't great against them, both home and away. So I thought, they obviously have a great team, great coaching staff, and everyone had to be focused, and we knew we were going to be focused. We had a meeting after yesterday's session on making sure everyone came locked in today, and like I said, we're just taking care of the small details, and it's going to be the exact same thing for Tuesday as well.
You talked about having the momentum, carrying momentum into the playoffs. Tuesday night is going to come very fast. How do you pivot to this game, and do you feel playing Atlanta gives you an edge, considering you not only faced them not too long ago, so preparation-wise it's easier, but you also beat them, so it gives you.
Yeah, I think recovery first and foremost. We got 3 days until we play that game, so we'll be in tomorrow doing all the right things there. Like I said, taking care of the details, and then. I think we got to come with the right mentality. Like you said, we got 2 wins against them this season. Came into their building and beat them, and they're going to want that revenge. So, for us, it's attacking with the same mentality we've been attacking every game the last 7 or 8 games here on a momentum swing, and making sure that we put away their season. At home is our fortress with the fans tonight. It was amazing. They gave us a little extra edge to keep running and to keep going. So. Sometimes it can be tough if you beat a team a couple times during the season, but it's the playoffs. Anything can happen, and for us, it's about the same mentality and beating them 3 times.
Joel, congratulations, man. Good day for you. Cavalry clinched 2nd place in the CPL as well.
There we go.
It's been a special one.
Yeah.
That really felt like a playoff game tonight. That atmosphere. It's been such a roller coaster season with the fans. And what does it mean to give them a playoff game on Tuesday?
Oh, it means everything. 17 sellouts, I think, this year. So, they've been with us through the ups and downs, and we wanted to kind of, give them back the favor and make sure that we we not only clinched a spot by, you know, maybe tying the game, but our mentality was winning. Our mentality was making sure that we put ourselves in the best position to make the playoffs, and we did that. And now we get another home game in front of them. So they deserve it. They've been fantastic, and we're going to go and try and get another win on Tuesday. Thanks, guys.